It's about to be over.
All right.
About to be over. We have a packed show. It is good to see you both today. And how about we get right to it? In a conference call yesterday, Pete Carroll said that he regretted not signing Colin Kaepernick when he visited with the Seahawks in 2017. Pete also said that another team had just called him before the conference call that was interested in Cap. Shannon, are you buying that he regrets not signing Cap and that another team had interest in signing him? What do you think?
Okay, let me say no, hell no. Skip,
do I know?
Skip, that's the easiest thing to say now. You had an opportunity. The man was in your building. You really didn't talk football. You talked about all the peripheral stuff that was going on.
Yep.
So you had him in there.
In 2017.
Which was 1 year after he played. Well, it was the off season, if I'm not mistaken, Skip, in which he played at San Francisco. So you have him in there. So his rationale, he was too good to be a backup. Skip, when you brought him in, you knew that. Because you have to understand, Russell Wilson was the only quarterback in his first 5 years to have double-digit wins.
Yep.
So he was entrenched as your starter. He had won a Super Bowl. He was a dumb call and a bad throw away from winning another Super Bowl. So he was not going to be. Skip. This is what I hate. It seems to me now, because Colin Kaepernick has a groundswell of support from the public. Everybody. Man, we did him wrong. I should have signed him. Skip, now, if you say, well, Colin, we'd love to have you. You understand that Russell is our starter. You're going to be the backup. And Cap tells you, no, I want to be a starter. That's one thing, Skip. But you don't say, oh, you're overqualified. Skip, a man that's down on his luck, I don't care how good he used to have it. If he's down on his luck, you don't say, man, you had it too good. I can't let you stay in my basement when you used to live on a house on the hill.
True, that's a good point.
Man, come on, I couldn't even see myself doing you like that. Let him turn you down. Let his pride say, nah, Brian, I can't infringe on you like that. But for you to take it upon yourself, Skip, I thought that's what you wanted, considering that Seattle was always in playoff contention, always looking to make a deep run. So why wouldn't you have a guy that's been on a team that's been in playoff contention, that's made deep runs, that's taken a team to a Super Bowl? Why would you want that? Isn't that one of the reasons why the Cowboys signed Andy Dalton? You want to try to get as much experience as you possibly can.
Another good point.
So if something were to happen to your starter, you don't miss a beat. If all things being equal, if you look at it, most teams want quality backup. I understand now with the situation with the cap and how veterans used to be, the days of the Steve Young sitting on your bench, that's over. Guys that's that caliber, Skip, they're not sitting on your bench. But in today's game, when you can play a guy $1 million and have a nice quality starter, or $3 million, what they're playing Andy Dalton in Dallas, Skip, you get your nice quality backup. And that's what I would think Seattle would want. Now, I understand that Russell hadn't been hurt, hadn't missed any time. But for Pete to say, I regret that. And then he going to turn around and fix his mouth and say, well, somebody called me. Now, when Pete wanted to sign Colin Kaepernick or brought him in, he talked to Jim Harbaugh, who had coached Cap for 3 years, so 2011, 12, 13, 14. So he had coached him 4 years. Another team might be interested in Cap. They called Pete Carroll, who spent a half a day with him. They didn't call Jim Harbaugh. They didn't call Jim Tomasula, somebody that coached him. Skip, when I was a free agent, when I got released by the Ravens, I went on 2 visits. I went to Seattle, I went to the Raiders. Why the hell would somebody call Mike Holmgren? I spent a half a day with Mike Holmgren. Why would somebody call, I forget the guy, he was the head coach at, who was the coach there, Skip? He was the O-line coach.
At where?
At the Raiders. I forget his name, Skip. He lost the Super Bowl. No, not
Art Shell. No.
Callahan. Bill Callahan.
Bill Callahan. Oh,
Bill Callahan.
Okay.
I spent a half a day with Bill Callahan.
Yep.
Skip, why would somebody call Bill Callahan and Mike Holmgren and not Mike Shanahan? Not Brian Billick? What sense does that make, Skip?
None.
Exactly. So I'm going to call. You know what was a good idea, Skip? I wonder if Cap have a phone number. I wonder if Cap has a representative that have the phone. Maybe I should call them and ask them. So you're going to call somebody that spent a half a day with Cap 3 years ago.
3 years.